Bismillah. The Prophet ﷺ told us that as we get closer and closer to the end of times, that the world will split into two factions. One faction, one camp, is that of Iman and belief with no hypocrisy in it. And the other is that of hypocrisy and with no belief whatsoever. It's essentially good versus evil. And this will then be at the time when the Mahdi will come and that the Dajjal will emerge. You and I, before the month of Ramadan ends, need to ask Allah in these times when dua is accepted that He make us from the people of truth. It is very abundantly clear that this genocide that is taking place against our brothers and sisters in Palestine, being perpetrated by the Zionist regime, which is at the peak of evil and the peak of kufr and the peak of the most satanic actions that are even unimaginable to human beings that people could do, that they are on the side of evil. And so whoever supports them will likely be on the side of evil, and whoever goes against them will likely be on the side of good, and Allah knows best. Make your intentions very clear. This is no longer a time for us to continue to waste our days in folly, to waste our lives away, to not realize the seriousness of the situation, the seriousness of the time that we are living in. As we get closer and closer to the end of times, things get more and more confusing. And so making that intention is very important. Number two, holding fast to the book of Allah, to the Quran, is the other advice the Prophet ﷺ told us to do with regards to the end of times. So have a connection to the Quran. If you are not reciting it regularly, if you are not reviewing it regularly, if you are not engaging with it, then make that happen in your life. Put away the phone, put away the media, put away all the things that are distracting you, and pick up the book of Allah and try to understand it and recite it and establish a connection to it. And number three, have your prayers down, because the people of hypocrisy, they don't pray and they want everything good to happen to them. And the people of Iman, they surely pray, and they're people of goodness, and they're people of that salat. So have your prayer down, because prayer is very important. Put away all the shows and all the video games and all the things that distract you from the prayer. Get it down right, because things are changing, and you want to be on the side of truth and not on the side of kufr, so you can stand up firmly against the evil regimes that are continuing and are continuing to gain power in the world.